keeping their minds going forward?
Yeah, the guys know. I mean, they understand. We've got to clean up a few things, and we've got to do better as coaches. We have to do better as players, and so you go back to the drawing board and you keep working is what you do. And we were close here, but we had too many opportunities that we gave away, and you can't. Two good teams playing each other, you can't have those things. Right?
So now at 6-6, there's kind of no margin for error. Is that something that you start, sort of mentally working with them on, or you don't need to do that?
Yeah. We go in every week thinking that there's in this business, you stress to get your game plan down, and then practice it, and then go out and do it. So there's no days off on that. It's competition, and you're giving it your all, and I wouldn't expect anything less from the guys now.
I know you're not going to comment on the penalties, but a lot of third and longs today. Some of those were penalties, some of them were completions. Just what were you seeing on third and long from Dallas?
Yeah, so listen, I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm not always going to agree with the call, but the calls are made. And I will say that they've got some physical receivers, big, strong, physical guys, and that's the way they were playing. And in return, my guys were fighting, and to maintain leverage in that. And it's not the way I saw it, but it's the way they saw it. The officials saw it, so they made the calls. But you got to stay aggressive against those guys. There's no other way to do it.
In the third quarter, you got a couple chances just beyond midfield, fourth and about medium, and you pumped both times. Just are those close decisions for you? Like, are those?
Yeah, well, at that time we were doing okay. I thought we would be able to hold them with field position, so it didn't work out well. I mean, hindsight, we can sit here and say that, go for it, but you got to weigh that out. So
Coach,
give that one to me.
Sorry about that, Coach.
Yeah.
On the ones that may or may not have been penalties on third down, what did you see from Dak Prescott that they just kept converting on those?
Yeah, listen, he did a good job. He gave his guys an opportunity to make some plays, and when they made it, they made it. Yeah.
Maybe just not having Trey coming in, but also losing two more on the offensive line. Just how did your team adjust to?
Yeah, we go next man up and try to make it work. Our pass game was a little off. He had to move around quite a little bit, but the guys battled to do the best they could. That was a good defensive front, and we were just off timing a little bit, but Pat still made some great plays.
Andy, you had the run game with Cream going really well in the first half. How did you see Dallas adjust to that, maybe after halftime?
Yeah, they got penetration is what they did. Shut it off there a bit, so. And then we were kind of up and down with it as we went, but it was working well in the first half.
And just on Patrick's Day, and that pass he made to Xavier in particular, right? What you see in how he did today?
Yeah, listen, he battled his tail off, 4 touchdowns, so on. I mean, those are hard to look at when you lose a game or talk about, but he battled. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Travis Kelce's Thanksgiving plans had changed, and the city felt it in the air. Instead of another cozy holiday at Taylor Swift's Nashville home with their blended families, the Kansas City tight end found himself immersed in the highest stakes his career had seen all season. The Chiefs, teetering on the edge of playoff relevance after snapping a 2-game skid with a dramatic overtime win against the Colts, had no space left for sentimentality. With the postseason creeping ever closer and Dallas Cowboys fresh off a statement win, everything pointed to a Thanksgiving showdown that would either reignite Kansas City's championship hopes or close the book on a turbulent year. Kelce, who had spent 13 NFL seasons somehow never playing on Thanksgiving, relished the novelty. "There's nothing that goes better than football and Thanksgiving, baby," he told reporters, grinning, his eyes betraying the nerves and excitement swirling under the surface. While most families gathered around turkey and pie, Kelce's circle celebrated with steak and camaraderie at the glittering new 1587 Prime Steakhouse, the culinary project he launched alongside quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The guest list offered a glimpse into his world away from the field. Uncle Don, college friends from Purdue, christened the Purdudes by Taylor herself, and even her father, Scott Swift, all sharing laughter and stories as the city outside buzzed with anticipation for the coming game. Someone snapped a group photo at the end of the meal, a digital keepsake that quickly found its way to Instagram, radiating warmth and pride. It was a rare, unguarded moment for Kelce, whose life had lately become a canvas for speculation, analysis, and more than a few retirement rumors. Heading into Thursday's game, the chatter was impossible to ignore. At 36, with miles of hard-fought football behind him, many wondered if this was Kelce's last act. But on the field, he answered every question with action. Early on, as the Cowboys surged ahead, he was a steadying force for Mahomes, hauling in a 2-yard touchdown to give the Chiefs their first lead and breathing life into a nervous Arrowhead crowd. In the second quarter, when Dallas threatened to pull away, Kelce again found the spotlight, leaping for a contested 22-yard completion that kept Kansas City's hopes alive. Every catch, every yard, seemed to shout that the old guard wasn't done yet. Social media lit up with each highlight, fans marveling at his relentless drive. Travis Kelce playing this great at 36 years old isn't being talked about enough, reporter Pete Sweeney posted, echoing the sentiment of millions who'd watched the tight end age like fine wine before their eyes. But the night's drama wasn't confined to the field. Cameras frequently cut to the family suite, where Taylor Swift, resplendent in Chiefs red, watched each play with visible anxiety, her every gesture dissected in real time by fans and pundits alike. When Kelce scored, her explosion of joy became instant social media currency, shared and reshared as if it were a game-winning touchdown itself. Every time Kelce scores, Taylor celebrates like she scores, too, one fan tweeted, the line quickly going viral as viewers delighted in the intersection of sports and pop culture. Beside her, Brittany Mahomes played the role of confidant and guide, their animated sideline conversations a testament to the unique world they now shared. They pointed, discussed plays, and rode the emotional roller coaster of the game in perfect tandem, their bond as much a story as the action on the field. Brittany's tension was unmistakable during a long Kansas City drive. She stood repeatedly, unable to hide her nerves, while Taylor covered her mouth, eyes wide as if witnessing a modern epic. When Kelce finally broke through for his touchdown, the release of tension was palpable, not just in the suite, but throughout the stadium, even across the millions watching at home. For Kelce, the touchdown was more than 6 points on the scoreboard. It was a statement of intent, a message to anyone ready to write his football obituary. For Kansas City, it was hope reborn, a promise that, as long as number 87 was out there, anything was possible. And for everyone watching, it was a reminder that sometimes the best holiday stories are the ones written on the field, under the bright lights, with the world hanging on every play.